His job was to protect students, but authorities say a former Harlandale ISD police officer had other interests.
A grand jury indicted him last year, and now Asael Contreras has been arrested for theft by a public servant. Eyewitness News reporter Sharon Ko joins us live with details. And Sharon, what is he accused of stealing?
Deborah, it's iPads like this one. Now, this electronic costs several $100s, but parents and former students I talked to say this is worth much more, especially for kids at Harlandale ISD, where they feel resources are limited.
Loved Harlandale.
Former student Joshua Solis was disappointed to hear about the arrest of a former district police officer. Asael Contreras was charged with felony theft, accused of stealing iPads.
That's a very low level of integrity. That's not the kind of example you want law enforcement officers to set. When I heard the news, I was pretty upset, considering the fact that we look at them to protect and serve and not to take.
The indictment says in 2014, Contreras stole the electronics valued between $500 and $1,500, while it did not detail how the iPads were utilized. Solis says he sees it as a theft from the district and all of the students.
Here in the Harlandale community, it is a low income, so we need all the resources we could get. And the reason why they probably caught him is because we don't have much assets, as far as the iPads go. But I am glad that he got caught, and I do hope that this helps prevent these issues in the future.
Harlandale ISD did not have any comments, but says Contreras' employment was terminated in 2016. Reporting live, Sharon Ko, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.